Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you weekly reading vlog number 124. So I'm going to give this a very short intro because I also have a package to open. This week is the Monster Readathon. And I sadly will not be starting my week with Monster Smut. I have got a lot to read this week, but it's just not quite time to get there, unfortunately, because I have some other bits and bobs to read. I'm hoping to get all finished tonight and then I can start on the Smut tomorrow. So the first thing I need to read, I will put a picture in here, is The Sunday Lunch Club by Juliet Ashton. This is an audiobook I've had on the go for about a week now. I haven't mentioned it. I only have an hour and 23 minutes left, so I'm definitely going to find time to smash that tonight. I am then on a tandem read along for What a Shame by Abigail Bergstrom, which started today. So I have a little chunk of this to read, 48 pages to be exact. And I know nothing about this book, really. I'm going in quite blind. Obviously, I looked into it before it applied to be on the read along, but I don't know too much and I'm hoping to stay that way. So it is audiobook while I cook dinner. What a Shame is my first read, and then I Want to Finish If I Disappear by Elijah Jane Brazier. I have about 150 pages left. I'm halfway through and I don't love this book, but I need to know what happened. So sadly, not starting on the Monster Smut, but I will get there ASAP. I may also have another tandem read along arriving this week that has been delayed for me. We're not sure why, but if that does arrive, I will tell you about it and I will need to read it. The first Smut book I'm going to start with though is Barbarian Lover by Ruby Dixon. This is book 3 in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. So this is hopefully quite a quick read. I do believe the audios are available on SCRIBD, so I might do that while I'm working tomorrow because I'm sure I'll get through this. Either way, this is the first one I'm going to get to. So lots of things going on, and I will cook some dinner, read my audiobook, and then it's patron sprints tonight for a couple of hours and edit last week's vlog. Oh, and I need to open that parcel. 1 second. So this is a gift from the lovely Faith because she couldn't help herself, which just appears to be the reason why all things arrive here. I have no idea what this is, so we will find out together. It doesn't have my middle name on here, which is normally what happens for my wish list, so that's confusing. But here it is. Ooh, it is. I don't even remember what this is about. Tears of Tess by Pepper Winters. It says, my life was complete, happy, content, everything neat and perfect. Then it all changed. Tess Snow has everything she ever wanted. One more semester before a career in property development, a loving boyfriend, and a future dazzling bright with possibility. For their 2-year anniversary, Brack surprises Tess with a romantic trip to Mexico. Sandy beaches, delicious cocktails, and soul-connecting sex, wow, set the mood for a wonderful holiday. With a full heart and looking forward to a passion-filled week, Tess is on top of the world, but lusty paradise is shattered. Kidnapped, drugged, stolen. I was sold. Well, this sounds like literally tragic. And there is no note, but this has to be from Faith. Yeah, it has to be. She said she was sending something and that it was arriving today. So it has to be. This sounds horrific and I'm very excited for it, which we have decided should be my channel's motto. It sounds disgusting, disturbing, awful, horrific, and I'm excited. So thank you so much, Faith. I really appreciate you, as always. Hello. It is accidentally Thursday. I thought I updated you on Tuesday. I didn't. So, here we go. Shall we talk about the 5 books I need to talk to you about? 5. Sadly, I have not got my reading mojo back at the speed I need to. I just have 5 books that I need to give you updates on. So, as I mentioned in the intro clip, I am doing the Monster Readathon. And I can already tick 2 books off because I went back and started a particular series again with the audio. So ticking off the Will It Fit square is Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. And ticking off the Fated Mate square is Barbarian Alien by Ruby Dixon. So I have reread the first two Ice Planet Barbarians books. I don't have too much to say on them. I've given them both 3 stars. They're a very fun time. I don't think the story is great. The writing's okay. But I have a lot of fun with these. So 3 stars for me means really I don't like it, but it's fun. So I reread both of these. very happy to have these both in my personal collection. Don't really have more to say about them apart from 3 stars, but I will be keeping them out because I'm also going to do the Alien prompt with Barbarian Lover. This is book number 3. I have never read this one before, so I have just started the audio for this, and I'm having a decent time. When I say just started it, like I made my dinner and started it. I'm working home tomorrow, but I'm actually working from my parents, so how much listening to this I will get done, I don't think it will be a lot, but I will be getting this one done before the end of the week. So maybe I'll do a little post about me reading Ice Planet Barbarians, who knows. The other book I've had on the go but not read much of is If I Disappear. I was reading this last week. I'm now up to page 201, so I'd love to finish this off tonight. It's about 6:30 now and I'm doing the Vampire Diaries watch along tonight, so it'll be about 10 o'clock before I can sit and read, but hopefully a good hour and a half will make some decent progress on this. Maybe I can push through and get it done. We will see. And then last but certainly not least, I've been reading What a Shame by Abigail Bergstrom. I am now on page 200 and I just need to read up to page 208 today. So a little bit of reading that I'll do now before the watch along, and I'm up to date with reading this with Tandem. I'm not up to date with the creative challenges because I think I need more than a day. Like the creative challenge for yesterday was about what you would put in a healing bath. So I'm gonna do a reel on it, like an Instagram reel. So I'm gonna do an Instagram reel the next time I have a big bubble bath, which I think I'm gonna do tonight, but I just need an actual, I'm not gonna run a bath for a reel, like I'm gonna run a bath to enjoy it. So yes, that is what I'm reading. Nothing to haul, nothing to really talk about. I think this weekend's gonna be heavy on the reading. I don't have any plans but reading. So let's hope I smash through my TBR because I have 3 other giant books I wanted to read this week. It's not going to happen, but I need to try my best because they're ones I've really been looking forward to. So yeah, I think we're just heavy on the reading this weekend. Hello, hello. It is like 11 on Saturday and I've barely moved. I struggled to get out of bed this morning and I haven't quite embraced the day yet. So I'm going to talk to you about the 2 books I've finished lately, and then I'm going to crack on with reading some more Alien smut and cleaning. So the first book I finished was If I Disappear. I finally finished this. I'm so happy that it's finally done. And I did end up giving this 3 stars. So if I haven't actually talked about it, this is about a woman who is obsessed with a podcast, and then she believes that the podcast host has gone missing and that no one is looking for her. So she moves to the host's family ranch farm thing, and she decides to solve the mystery herself. This was very slow, but the last kind of 50 pages actually had something going on, and I was trying to read this in one day. I feel like if I did, it would be a much more solid rating because I wouldn't have been... It was a lot of suspense that I didn't find too suspenseful, if that makes sense. So if I would have read it quicker, I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But I have ended up on a 3-star rating, and this is one for the mother-in-law because I feel like she might enjoy this one a little bit more. And then next up, I have just finished What a Shame by Abigail Bergstrom, which I've also given 3 stars. So this is a book about a woman who is struggling with a lot of grief, and that is both grief of the death of a parent and also the end of a relationship. And the entire book is about her kind of finding herself and how she wants to move on. I didn't feel intelligent enough for this book, so this is one of the times where, like, 3 stars is always rocky for me. It either means, like, it kind of means it was good, but it wasn't really me. Yeah, it's 3-star. Because I didn't actively dislike this book, but I just didn't quite engage with it. Some of the topics were very moving, very dark, and I just didn't get that connection because I don't think I was intelligent enough for the writing. I like very simple writing, and this was not simple writing. So yes, that is another book done. I'm gonna see if Victoria wants this because she's definitely smarter than I am. If not, this will be in my next unhaul. So now it's time for me to make a coffee and get tidying up around this apartment. I have decided to make a TikTok today because that always motivates me to read. So the TikTok, if made, will be linked in the description. But yes, time to spend the entire day reading and cleaning and looking after myself. Hello, hello. excuse what I look like. I have been tidying for like 3 hours now and I keep getting distracted by things. So I thought I'd been listening to the audiobook of Barbarian Lover and I got to the end of the audiobook and I'm only this far through the actual book because the rest is bonus content. So look, obviously I'm going to need to read the bonus content, but I am on an audiobook mood right now, especially while I'm tidying. So I don't know what audiobook I'm going to pick up next. I am considering doing Killjoy by Holly Jackson because I don't really need this tiny little book. It was one of the World Book Day ones from 2021. And I'm trying to be more brutal with books I'm getting rid of, and like this little thing is probably not going to need to stick around, so I know that that's on Scribd, so I might listen to this one. But I just had an inkling that there was something in my post box, and there is an arc from Harper 360 YA, who continue to spoil me. Mal sent me a message this morning to say that she got her first ever arc from them and it was one of the books I wanted, so I'm really hoping it's this book. Okay, let's find out together what we have here. Oh, okay, it is not the one I thought it was. I have another of these bookmarks. I have so many. This is The Last One to Fall by Gabriella Lepore, and this is the author of This Is Why We Lie, which is another one of the Harper arcs that I got. This isn't coming out till the 9th of May, so I hopefully have some time to get this read. But I did like the writing in This Is How We Lie. I just didn't think the story was 100% the most exciting thing, so I'm really excited to try another of her books. It says 6 friends, 5 suspects, 1 murder. Savannah Caruso and Jesse Mello have known each other since they were kids. So when Jesse asks Savannah to meet him at Cray's warehouse in the middle of the night, she doesn't hesitate. But before Savannah can find Jesse, she bears witness to a horrifying murder, standing helpless on the ground as a mysterious figure is pushed out of the 4th floor of the warehouse. 6 teens were there that night and 5 of them are now potential suspects. With the police circling, Savannah knows what will happen if the wrong person is charged, but someone is willing to do whatever it takes to keep the truth from coming to light. So it does sound really, really cool. And I am definitely excited to read it. So this is going on my haul for the month, which is currently up here, and it's not that bad, seeing as we're now on the, what, 18th? So I'm going to continue tidying. I've done most of my living room and kitchen, so I'm going to finish off both of those with Killjoy as an audiobook. I've read the first Good Girls Guide to Murder, so this one should be fine to read. I think that's all you need to read, and then when that's done I'll sit down with a physical book. But that is my day so far. I seem to be recessing into less flattering vibes as these clips go on. It's fine. I've ordered a Chinese. It has happened. It's been a while. I was hungry. Saying that, I've already been waiting an hour, so the hunger is not stopping. It's just getting worse. But I have treated myself. So that is on the way, and I've made this, well, I've ended up making this a full self-care day of just reading and getting things done. And then, as I don't know if I've already said, we're going to do bubble bath and a movie. So very excited. But I have 2 books to talk to you about. Granted, I did most of them by audio, but you know, we've got Barbarian Lover by Ruby Dixon, and this is book 3 in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I was listening to the audiobook and it cut off 2/3 of the way in because 1/3 of this book is exclusive stories from after the book happens, which I did read them all, so I did the audio and then switched to physically reading. This one I think I've given 3.5 stars. It is definitely my favourite of the Ice Planet Barbarians books, and the whole thing is just a bit better. So in this one we're following Kira, who is the woman in book 1 who has the translator put in her ear, and she is not on board to start with of all this barbarians business, and I just felt like that take was needed after 2 books of people drooling and falling over themselves to be mated with big blue aliens. Sorry about that. So yeah, 3.5 stars. I enjoyed this one, and that is 3 of the Ice Planet Barbarians books read in the past like 4 days. I then went for, I won't say this is just to catch up on my goal, but it kind of is just to catch up on my goal. And also I was looking at my shelves and seeing what I wanted to unhaul, and this one felt like an easy one to read, easy one to get off my TBR, and that is Killjoy by Holly Jackson. This is the World Book Day book from the Good Girls Guide to Murder series, and this is before the first book is written. I feel like I read this at the maybe the wrong time. Like, I don't quite remember all of the characters apart from our main character Pippa, and there are references to the murder that she's investigating in book 1. But I gave this 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed this. So this is just a teeny tiny 130 page murder mystery, which is actually set through having a murder mystery party, and our main character Pippa is trying to solve the clues, as are the rest of the people at the party, and we are presented with the clues. So there's a little checkbook and then like instructions for each round. And yeah, I did listen to this one on audio, and I will say at one point I was very tense. I think the audiobook was fantastic, so I would recommend it. But that is, even though it's tiny, another book read. I did want to read the entirety of Stalked by the Kraken today. I don't think that's going to happen with the fact I want to relax with my food, have a bubble bath and watch an entire movie. I don't think I'm going to read another entire physical book, but I am going to answer some more YouTube comments because I feel like I'm so behind. So I'm going to do that until my Chinese arrives, and then it's time to really wind down. I've cleaned most of my flat. My bedroom is not done because there are clothes everywhere, and they're all clean clothes, but I just know it happens every time I start looking at clothes. I start sorting clothes, and that takes time, and I just put it off for the longest. So I will definitely improve it. And Emily's already told me this place doesn't need to be perfect for when she stays, so I'm gonna get it near perfect, and then just try not to mess it up over the week because I don't really have time to do it again. Yeah, I don't know what I'm rambling on at this point. I just keep talking, so I'm gonna shut up. Guys, I've gone rogue with the takeaway. Let's see what I've got. So I ordered yuksung, which I nearly dropped it, but means I obviously get a bag of lettuce and those weird white crispy things for the yuksung. This is literally steaming. It's my salt and pepper chips. Oh my god, they look so good. Oh, they're boiling. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so hot. Okay. Woo! And for some reason, we then have 3 more boxes. So, yeah, let's find out what this is. So one has to be the yuksung. Obviously, I'm not eating this all right now. Okay, there's my chow mein. Solid. This feels light. So is this yuksung? This is very dry beef. Interesting. So this must be my yuksung. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna plate this up. Hello. So I'm currently live on stream and have set my camera up so that they can see my camera, so it doesn't look like I'm talking to myself. But I started my sprints 3 hours earlier than usual. There weren't any going for me to join, so I just decided to host my own and get reading. So we've already done like 2 hours of reading, and I finished Stalked by the Kraken by Lillian Lark. I've given this 3 stars. I didn't objectively hate it. I mean, it sucked. It was really bad. The plot was kind of dreadful, and the smut was just something else. But I actually had fun with it, and for that reason it got 3 stars. I am actually sending this out to my friend's wife, and I hope she enjoys it. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. So then I got my viewers of the sprints to choose between 2 books for me to read, and the one they went for is Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. So I won't be finishing the Monster Readathon this week. I won't be reading all the books I wanted to, but Ali is very chill, so I've decided that she's probably not going to mind if I push a book into next week. I don't think. So I'm just going to carry on reading as I want to at my speed. So I'm going to see how much of this I can read. I have 33 minutes left of this sprint because I did like my journal for my bingo board and updated my spreadsheets and things like that. So I'm going to sit and finish this book. But yeah, Kraken romance was interesting. I don't know if I'd recommend. Hello. I feel like I've been in 2 angles this whole vlog. It's fine. I'm just going to come in and wrap up. Next week is going to be much more exciting. I have my Patreon meetup, and I just kind of want to get in the shower and then go to bed right now. I'm not really in like the mood to make more exciting content. So I've been reading Rhapsodic. I started it in the sprints and I'm 134 pages in. That's obviously after finishing whatever I was reading. What was I reading? Stalked by the Kraken. So 134 pages. I did want this whole thing done. It is like 9:30. So what I'm going to do is get in the shower, get in my comfy PJs, and then just sit and read this until I fall asleep. But I'm not going to vlog anymore. I don't want to be stuck updating this tomorrow and then doing the look at me updating on a Monday. You know exactly what I've been doing. So this is it. That's the end of the vlog, and we need an emoji. Can you find me the black heart emoji, please? Because I feel like it suits this book very well. So black heart emojis to show me you got this far in the vlog. And as I always say, it really does warm my heart. I appreciate you guys so, so much. And particularly right now in the moods I've been having, I appreciate you immensely. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in next week's. Bye.